Hello everyone, welcome to Ekam Academy. My name is Vijay Kumar. So today we are going to discuss about different types of rainfall. Generally, as you know, rainfall is most commonest form of precipitation in the lower latitudes and also across the globe. There are certain types of rainfalls. So which is one of the most important topics for your competitive examinations like UPSC and state PCS, right? So in that, the first type of rainfall, if you see, that is convectional type of rainfall. So generally, what do you mean by convectional type of rainfall? In any region, whenever intense insolation falls, that particular region would be heated, and that particular region, when it would be heated, slowly that body acts as radiating body, and from that particular region, warm air masses which are present, they start rising upwards. You can see in this particular image, and these warm air masses which are rising upwards, they along with rising, they also catch this water vapor which started evaporating from that particular region. So we would be experiencing evaporation over there. So this warm air mass rising upwards, it tends to create cloud formation. So you have to know some deeper concepts in this, like adiabatic lapse rate, how the saturation point occurs, how the dew point occurs. For those topics to be understood, please join us onto the YouTube channel by giving a like, share and subscribe. And if you want any more other topics, you can also comment from this particular box. So this cloud formation generally tends to create precipitation. So this kind of rainfall, wherever you observe across the world, it is called as convectional rainfall. This kind of convectional rainfall is most common type of rainfall in equatorial region, because at equatorial region we would be experiencing maximum insolation for maximum time in an year. Around the equatorial region we would be experiencing 4 p.m. rainfall every day. Somewhere between 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock we would be experiencing rainfall near to the equatorial region. But it is not hence true that it is only associated with equatorial region. It is also associated with the tropics and subtropics locations. Clear? So 4 p.m. rainfall is also called as convectional rainfall, which is most common to equatorial regions. Clear? So in this regard of consideration, this is first type of rainfall which we have. And if you come to second type of rainfall, it is orographic rainfall. It is orographic rainfall. What do you mean by an orograph? Orograph refers to a mountain like structure, and those particular mountains, if they act as barriers and if the precipitations happen, that is orographic rainfall. You can see in this image, once the wind which is coming, so it catches the moisture from this particular sea body, and this particular wind moving in towards the continent, we will have mountainous range, and this particular mountainous range will act as an obstruction to it. So the wind which has moisture, it tends to rise upwards, you can see here. So and this wind rising upwards, it starts cooling down and it will create cloud formation again. And this cloud formation will result into precipitation on one side of the mountain. Generally, mountains would be having two sides associated with it. One is windward side and the next one is leeward side. The back to the mountain is called as leeward side. So along the windward side of the mountain, we would be experiencing highest precipitations in this particular orographic rainfall, and the same wind, once it moves back to the mountain, it becomes dry, and when it becomes dry, it doesn't create any rainfall over there along the leeward side, creating dry conditions. That's why leeward side, whenever you observe, there you will experience either semi-arid conditions or arid conditions. And this leeward side location is also called as rain shadow region. And in India, if you want to take the example, on the windward side you will have Mumbai, on the leeward side you will be having Pune, where on the windward side along the Mumbai you experience 400 to 450 centimeter of rainfall, On the leeward side, you will be experiencing 40 to 50 centimeter of rainfall. Between Mumbai and Pune, we only have 150 kilometer difference, but the rainfall pattern has crossed the difference of 300 centimeters. This is just because Pune is located back to the mountain on the leeward location on the rain shadow region. So this is what you have to understand, right? So the wind will come because of the orographic obstruction, it raises, and under the cooling process it creates cloud and it creates precipitation on the windward side location. Very, very important. Please do remember this particular point. Apart from this, if you see the third type of rainfall, which is considered as frontal rainfall. So what do you mean by a frontal rainfall? Around 66 and of degree latitude in general, we would be having the confluence of warm winds coming from subtropics, cool air masses coming from polar regions. These cool winds and warm winds, or cool air masses or warm air masses, they doesn't mix due to temperature differences and density differences. So along that particular border, we will be having one vacuum like structure which would be developed. You can see a vacuum like structure in between these both. So that vacuum like structure which develops, in which neither the cool air nor the warm air mixes, that structure is called as front. And because of this formation of front, the warm wind, which has little amount of moisture, it raises upwards. And once it rises upwards, it creates cloud formations and precipitations. Hence, this is happening just because of cloud formation is happening because of the front formation and the warm wind rising upwards. The rainfall is considered as frontal rainfall, and most of the upper latitudes, higher latitude regions, they will experience this kind of frontal rainfalls. This is the most common form of precipitation over there. And coming to the orographic rainfall, the best example is of monsoon. Monsoon is the best example which creates orographic rainfall on windward side and leeward side. Clear? So these are the three types of rainfalls. Apart from this, we have fourth type of rainfall, that is cyclonic rainfall, where tropical cyclones and temperate cyclones tends to create rainfall. Before you understand about the cyclonic rainfall, you have to understand the topic of cyclone. So to understand that, please do like us on this particular channel so that you will be enjoying more and more videos. Thank you for watching this lecture. Have an awesome day. Jai Hind.